everyone. I'm here at the AI Summit London with Mason Hiroto from SCSK. Welcome, Hiroto. Mason, sorry.
Hi, good to meet you.
So can you tell us a bit about what SCSK does?
Yes, SCSK is an IT services firm headquartered in Japan. So in Japan, there's close to 20,000 employees, does all the system integration of major system tools. One of the top system integrators in Japan. And in London, we traditionally focused more on the infrastructure side, the IT infrastructure, setting up of the IT network, the hardware IT help desk, and also a lot of the enterprise systems that companies need for daily operation. However, over the last 3 years or so, we've been focusing a lot on digital transformation, looking at the more of the cutting edge technology, AI, data utilization. Now have gradually built a DX division, digital transformation division, which has a few service lines, intelligent automation, especially around RPA and AI OCR, and also more around the AI data analytics area. So and also the consulting side, so general digital transformation consulting.
And so why are you at the event today? What are you hoping to achieve?
Yes, so well, me and my colleagues, we attend quite a few of these events, AI summits, not just in London, but also in Europe, to keep up with the latest trends, technology, AI tools, and also learning from the thought leaders across the world to just enhance their services in general.
And what do you think, what are you expecting to see? What are you excited about at the show?
Yeah, today the main thing I'm interested in where the quantum computing goes. That's been a hot topic in the last couple of years. And although there are a few applications, use case applications that are already been established and looked into across businesses, and especially in finance and healthcare, we're also keen to find out what kind of infrastructure is needed to prepare for the quantum generation, and if there's anything we can do for our clients to help set those infrastructure up.
So you mentioned quantum, but what other trends are you hearing about in the market at the moment?
Other trends, it's been around for a while, but there's many AI applications that we look at, predictive maintenance, anomaly detection, and how to keep AI at scale, keeping the best, the team structure and also the infrastructure. So in general, just keeping up with the latest methodologies and tools are something that I'm keen to learn at this event.
And what do you think is different about the market now compared to during the pandemic?
I think it's opened up, of course, a bit more. A lot of it a couple of years ago was around setting up an environment where businesses can work virtually. And now it's become a hybrid workplace. So there's of course the virtual engagement with clients and colleagues, but there's also the physical. And I think AI Summit is doing that well with the virtual as well, and in person. So more of a hybrid event nowadays. And also the development of more of the metaverse. So how to make the virtual engagements more interactive and meaningful. So I think those are things that are still going to continue.
And in terms of market adoption, are you seeing things moving faster now, or do you think things have slowed down a bit?
I think, especially during the pandemic, it has sped up. Post-pandemic as well, it's much easier to interact with clients. Before, the first meeting used to be all in person. But during the pandemic, there's no hurdles now to meet in person. You can do a lot of virtual meetings, so it's become more efficient. No need to travel to offices or different countries to conduct these meetings. So the pace of the adoption, and also a lot of the requests and work coming into consultancies such as us, has increased dramatically.
So what are some of the biggest challenges that your customers are coming to you with?
Yes, there's a variety of challenges that the customers face. It's best to look at it through a project lifecycle. So a project lifecycle usually begins with the investigation phase, finding out what the opportunities are, planning, and then a proof of concept, followed by evaluation of the proof of concept, and then into actual development and production of the solution. Many of the challenges we can see in the initial phases around investigation or planning phases are a typical ones. They don't know where to start. So we assist with the innovation, ideation of the opportunities. A lot of it is around doing discovery sessions about how the business operates, looking into the data discovery sessions, what can be done with the data. Looking at commonalities of operations to see if there's any solutions that can sit across the organization, and also help build the business more of an enterprise roadmap that lasts a few years to the art of the possible further into the future. In order to do that, we also need to think of dependencies of the projects. Some projects need to come first, whether it's cleaning the data or building a data warehouse so that these analytics or AI tools can run. So those are the things that, the challenges that happen in the initial phases. Sometimes the challenges that clients come to us with during the proof of concept or evaluation stages. Some of their proof of concepts is finished, it wasn't successful. The reason behind that can be two. One would be more of the optimization of the solution. So, for example, client may have introduced or tried to implement a CRM system. However, it's not very optimized for the business. You know, there's a high-end product that everybody is using, so they like to use this. But the business goals or the operations doesn't really fit. They could have possibly went with another software solution, possibly built in-house, which would have benefited them greatly and optimized for their business. Another one is the failure is not being able to set proper KPIs or success metrics to measure a success of the proof of concept, whether it can go to the next stages or into the development. So those are also common challenges that businesses face we can help with. And towards the latter part of the project cycle is around development and production. A lot of the problems we see from clients is around continuity. So how do they continue the project past the initial implementation of a project? Sometimes it runs out of steam. The product was implemented, but what's next? What can be done with the data that's collected or the tool that has been implemented? Or sometimes there's problems with budgets as well. In order to maintain or to move to the next stages, they hadn't budgeted very well, and the rising cost of implementation puts a halt to the entire program. So when you look at these challenges that the businesses face, it's really down to talent is what I see, talent and partnerships actually. In order to effectively run a project end-to-end, you'll need innovation consultants for ideation, program or project managers that can identify risks throughout the project, rising costs, and manage the project or program efficiently, and then also a roadmap for the future. Consultants to build the roadmaps, and also the technical staff to build and implement the solutions. And it's a burden for businesses to have these staff in-house, and it definitely doesn't work if you want to place an existing operational staff to run these kind of projects. So that's where consultancies such as ours play a role in that, where we can bring all those technical staff and talent to assist in the digital transformation of the business.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and enjoy the show.
Thank you very much for having me.